Yes, in previous class we have discussed what is queue and how it going to work. And today we will discuss what types of queues. Okay, the first one is what? A simple queue. Simple queue. As you know, simple queue and queues both are same. So what is mean by simple queue means consider a queue size. Consider this is queue. We have a position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if it is a queue, we have two ends. One is what? Front end. Another one is what? Rear end. Front end and rear end. If front and rear are pointing to the -1, it indicates what? Queue is empty. Queue is empty. Okay, it indicates what? Queue is empty, so that you can add or you can insert an element from the rear end. So how you are going to insert an item? You can insert an item what? By using what? Rear end. Okay, assume that this is my front end and initially the rear is pointing to -1. Okay, now what you have to do? You have to insert an item. So what you have to do? You have to bring the rear position to 0. Then only you can insert. So rear is pointing to -1 plus 1. If you increment, it will become +1. You will get how much? 0. Now the rear is pointing to where? 0. Then you have to insert an item. Item will be 10. Again, I want to insert one more element. Increment rear 0 plus 1. So the rear is pointing to here. This is rear. You insert 20. Again, one more item. Increment rear 1 plus 1. You will get 2. So now rear is pointing to the location 2. This is rear. I have inserted from -7. One more item I want to insert. So anything you can take. Increment rear. Rear is pointing to 0. Sorry, 2. 2 plus 1. You will get how much? What? 3. Rear is pointing here. Insert item, that is 11. And one more item I want to insert. Rear is pointing to 3. 3 plus 1. You will get 4. Okay, this is what? Rear end. And insert any item like 60. Okay, so this is how the simple queue will work. So this is what your simple queue. So what is the drawback of simple queue? See here, I want to delete an item 10. So directly you cannot do. So what you have to take? One temporary variable you have to take. The temporary variable name is what? Item. You take this 10, you store here for temporary purpose and you have to increment. See here, I have deleted 10. Okay, I have deleted 10. So here the space will become what? Empty. Okay, or else this space will be wasted or some garbage value will come and store. Okay, suppose I want to delete 20. So this is automatically deleted. So what you have to do? You have to increment front. Now front is pointing to 0. 0 plus 1. The front is pointing to where here now? The location 1. So take this 20 and storing temporary variable item. So here we have deleted two data items from the queue, that is 10 and 20. This will be automatically deleted. So here 2 space will be wasted, or if you didn't store anything, some garbage value will come and accommodate, will come and store in these places. Okay, so to overcome this problem, we have one more type, that is what? Your circular. Okay, so in simple queue, if you deleted one after the another item from the front end, the space will be wasted, or else some garbage value will come and store there. to overcome that problem, we are using the second type, that is circular queue. What is mean by circular queue means the last node follows the first node. Okay, it is same as what your simple queue only, but here which is your last node that follows the the first node, or the last queue will follows the the first queue. So here this is my this is my last node, this is my first node. So circular queue means the last node follows the first node. Okay, the last node follows the first node, we are calling as what? Circular queue. Okay, we are calling as what? Circular queue. So if you use this circular queue, what will happen? The rear is pointing toward 4. Okay, now what will happen if you increment? Okay, if you increment rear, what will happen? The rear will come and point to the location 0. Okay, if you increment rear, what will happen? From 4, we don't have any fifth position. Directly, if you increment rear, what will happen? Directly, the last node will follow the first node, so that your rear is pointing toward 0. Rear is pointing to 0. Again, if you want to insert any data item, you can do like 26. Okay, again, one more item I need to use. One more item I want to insert. Yes, I can insert 30, but you have to increment what? Rear end. So here in simple queue, the memory will be wasted, or some other value will coming and storing there. So in circular queue, what will happen? The queue are arranged in circular manner, and the last node follows the first node, so that if you increment rear, when rear is pointing to at the last node, if you use circular queue, what will happen? The last node follows what? The first node. So the rear will be directly incremented from the location 0, so that you can use that memory. And third one is what? Priority queue. Priority queue. See, in priority queue, depends upon the priority, you can add or remove the data item from the queue. Depends upon the priority, either you can insert or delete an item from the queue. So what will happen here? So consider this is priority queue. This is priority. And here I am taking linked list. I will tell what is meant by linked list in the next coming concept. 10, 20, and this is month. And one more. 30, 40, 50. So here, see, this is a priority queue. Depends upon the priority, you are going to insert or remove a data item from the queue. So here 10, 20 I have taken, here 30, 40, 50 I have taken. In priority queue, I already mentioned that this is 0 and this is 1. So that you have to use first this part. Okay, first priority queue will be this 0. That is 10 and 20 will be accessed. And the second priority, it will go to the next level, that is what 30, 40, 50 will be arranged. So consider a Xerox shop, okay. Consider a Xerox shop, and I want to access the data, like I want to take some printout. Assume that I have only one page and one more person came and he is having 20 pages, and assume that one more person came, he is having some 100 pages. Okay, I have only one page, another person is having 20 pages, and one more person is having 100 pages. So my priority is 1, so I can be served first. Okay, and one more person, he has only 20 pages, he can be served second, and another fellow is having 100 pages, so he can be accessed at the last. So depends upon the priority, you can access or you can add or delete a data item, depends on the priority in priority queue. And the fourth one is D queue. See, in D queue, both addition and deletion takes place at same end. Okay, addition and deletion takes place at what? At different ends. Both addition and deletion takes place at what? Both the end. Consider this is a Q and we have some information. Okay, consider this is Q. Okay, you can insert from this end and you can delete from same end. Okay, same thing here. Either you can insert from other end and delete from the same end. So in DQ what will happen? Insertion and deletion can take place at both the ends. Okay, so this is what the types of Q. Simple Q means it is same as a normal Q, and in this simple Q there is a lot of wastage of memory. If the memory is wasted, the garbage values will come and store. To overcome that one, we are using circular Q. In circular Q, the last node follows the first node so that you can use the memory efficiently, and the priority queue depends upon the priority. You can insert or delete an item from the queue, and DQ means both insertion and deletion can be done at both the ends.